Thank you for joining us. I'm Olivia Sandusky.
I'm Mark Mester. We begin with updates on the Rosa Fire and a major update for residents in the evacuation warning zones now able to access their properties through a checkpoint on Highway 74. That's tonight's top story. Just a quick recap. Fire broke out Monday afternoon near the Santa Rosa truck trail. At the moment, crews have this fire 18% contained. CAL FIRE now saying residents for those evacuation warning zones will be able to access their homes for the first time since Monday. While evacuation orders remain in effect, this soft closure will now allow some residents with identification back into their neighborhoods and homes.
And we have some viewer video sent into our newsroom today. This viewer is a resident of Pinyon Pines showing video of the fire containment line as the Rosa Fire burned through vegetation just a few acres away from the town.
We got our hands on a press release this afternoon. It's from CAL FIRE, also issuing a change in the road closure on Highway 74. The closure at Highway 371 is now moving east, and the new closure is now set off of Highway 74 at the Santa Rosa pit stop in Mountain Center. The road blockage down at the base of Highway 74 is set to be open in the next hour for people living in evacuation warning zones. Brett Rosen is live from Palm Desert tonight at the base of Highway 74 with the latest. Brett?
Mark, like you said, I'm right now at the base of Highway 74. You can see right behind me the road blockage, the road closure signs that are right there. Sheriff's Department right there, keeping this road closed at least till 6. You can see one of the cars right here kind of waiting towards the side, waiting eagerly. There's some cars right behind me and my videographer too, just waiting for this road closure to finally open up. It's supposed to open up at 6. Now, this road blockage will be lifted at 6 again, but not for all residents on this mountainside. I spoke to a CAL FIRE public information officer, and he told me that the only cars that will be let through will be residents under the evacuation warning zones. So most residents east of Indio Avenue and Pinyon Pines would be a part of that. And with a total of 7 evacuation orders, with much of Pinyon Pines and all of Alpine Village under it, many residents will still not be able to get through the road blockage today. Earlier, I spoke to one Pinyon Pines resident, and he told me what frustrates him most about not being able to go back home is that now he is separated from his family.
I was a little crazy because my mom was up there and my daughter, and they needed help, and we were needing to get up there, and we were turned away. And there was plenty of time. So I had to control my emotions because, one, you feel like everything you own's getting burned out. It's your 70-year-old mom needs help. Your daughter's up there, and there's no response other than it's no.
Now, something Bobby also mentioned, and this rang true from others I spoke to, is that they understand why this road closure had to happen. They know it's because of safety concerns with the fire at only 18% contained. However, many just want the chance to go back home and quickly retrieve medicine, and like some, in Bobby's case, they want to just be reunited with their family. Now, again, this reopening of Highway 74 for residents is only for evacuation warning zones, not evacuation orders. So if you are under the evacuation order zones, they will turn you away. But if you are part of the evacuation warning zones and you're able to go up this Highway 74, all you got to do is just show identification. That being said, I'm Brett Rosen, NBC Palm Springs, sending it back to you guys in the studio.
Brett, thank you for those updates tonight. Let's take a live look now from our Agua Caliente casino camera in Rancho Mirage. Still hazy out there. Hopefully there will be some good news for those under evacuation orders soon and everyone can return home. Oh, I can't imagine being away from your home for that long with the fire in the area.
Yeah, tough couple days for them, not getting to go home, worried about your pets. So we are excited that they will hopefully get to go home very soon. As Olivia mentioned, hazy conditions still, so we are tracking the air quality alert through this evening. Again, as I mentioned yesterday, it was supposed to end last night. I was guessing that it was going to get extended, and it did. So this is going to go through this evening. While some of those fires are getting contained, again, we are still tracking several fires across Southern California. So air quality through tonight. That's not the only weather advisory, though. We are tracking. We've been talking about this even late last week. We were going to see these hot conditions this week, and they have arrived. So we're tracking this extreme heat warning through Friday. Warmest day looking to be Thursday at 117, but possibly all the way up to 119. So it's just a good reminder reminder, these temperatures, do not be outside doing those strenuous activities through the peak of the day. So as far as outside right now in downtown Palm Springs, currently 116 there at the airport. Winds, more breezy, light winds, single-digit winds there for downtown Palm Springs from the north direction. Onshore flow still, so those winds from the west for the wind corridor. As expected, and what we've seen for the last couple of weeks, they pick up a little bit in the afternoon, evening hours, but at this hour, not too bad for that area. Winds in Palm Springs coming from the north direction. So as far as tomorrow, that high is strengthening and peaking forward tomorrow, Thursday, 115 to 119. We'll see temperatures scale back. Get cooler, I'll say, but we are still very hot this weekend into the weekend. Here's a look at your Comfort Air 3-day forecast. 117 under clear skies Thursday. Again, we'll see a slight cool down, but staying above 110 degrees for the weekend. We'll break down more. You can expect in a full forecast coming up.
Chloe, thank you. And with these hot conditions, we have an alert for you if you are an Imperial Irrigation District customer. IID has initiated a conserve alert. It runs until Friday. This is to help reduce strain on the energy grid and to prevent rotating power outages. They ask you help conserve energy usage by hours 4 to 9 o'clock. They say simple acts like raising your thermostat to 78 degrees or higher during that time can make all the difference.
SoCal Edison is sharing tips for conserving energy while temperatures run high. Turn your AC on in the morning before it gets hot. Close your blinds and curtains to block out heat. Unplug electronics when they're not in use. And avoid doing laundry, running the dishwasher, or charging a car during peak hours between 4 and 9 p.m.
Last week, we brought you the story of a local food bank in need of some items for their weekly distributions. Now, one other organization is also feeling the impact. Our Tiani Jadalang joins us in studio tonight. She spoke with organizers with ICUC and residents who are affected. Tiani?
Olivia, the Inland Congregations United for Change feeds upwards of 5,000 people a month. Most of those families include farm workers, and with recent fear of immigration raids, the need for assistance for these families has increased. This is what one ICUC distribution center looks like. Several cars waiting well before the event starts. And more of this is what organizers with the Inland Congregations United for Change say they're seeing as of late.
Right now, especially because they may be potentially running on fear or, lack of work. They might be in like this state where they're not able to do things that they normally do, like go to the store out of fear.
Due to fear of immigration enforcement, many families in the area are scared to return to work, leaving them with less income to buy household essentials. It's been 3 weeks since I've worked. It's really important because sometimes it's hard to find work, and we really need this type of assistance. The majority of the food distributed comes from Find Food Bank. But with Find Food Bank dealing with less resources and the growing number of families needing assistance, it's becoming an issue for these organizations. During the summer, many of these farm workers are given shorter shifts. Every day, more and more people come to get food. We're serving about 1,000 people a month. Officials with ICUC tell us they haven't been directly notified, but they have noticed they've received less food. And when they ask Find Food Bank the reason, they tell the organization that they're in need of more donations as well. ICUC hosts distribution events in North Shore, Indio, Cathedral City, and Desert Hot Springs several times a month. For those wishing to donate, the organization suggests taking donations directly to distribution sites. Live in studio, I'm Tiani Jadalang, NBC Palm Springs.
Heads up, if you're driving through Cathedral City, 2 roadways will be impacted by closures to end this week. Starting tomorrow through Friday, expect lane reductions on Ramon Road between Landau Boulevard and Whispering Palms Drive. Traffic will be down to 2 lanes in both directions starting at 9 in the morning each day. And then on Landau Boulevard from 30th Avenue to McCollum Way, traffic will be reduced to 1 southbound lane. That starts at 8:30 in the morning. It's for landscaping work. Both projects part of the city's infrastructure improvements. Plan ahead, give yourselves extra time, and consider alternate routes.
And the city of Indio is launching its annual paving project. This starts next week. Workers will be grinding and repaving sections of neighborhoods that includes Palm Meadows, Santa Fe, Country Club Drive, and Central Indio. The dates for those projects are on your screen. Work starts next week. It runs through the 22nd, so expect delays in those areas. Funding for this project came from Measure X.
Coming up next tonight, it is back to school time for Palm Springs Unified. And tonight, our Thalia Hayden was in Desert Hot Springs to cover the start of the new school year.
Plus, our Manny the Movie Guy spoke with the cast of Netflix's hit show Wednesday, and we'll have more fire coverage for you coming up in the newscast, so stay with us.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 5.
Welcome back. We are teaming up with the Palm Springs Animal Shelter once again. It's time for the annual Clear the Shelters event.
Next weekend, August 16th through the 17th, over at the Palm Springs Animal Shelter. Adoption fees will be completely waived that weekend. It's thanks to part generous donations from our Coachella Valley community. The shelter right now is over capacity. Each kennel is housing 2 to 3 dogs each. Your support is crucial to help finding these pets some loving and healthy homes. Adopters will also receive 2 tickets to the Living Desert Zoo and Gardens, as well as an adoption pack from Tail Waggers. We'll have full coverage of the event. Our digital reporter, Thalia Hayden, already starting us off early on social media, introducing you to some of the pets that are currently available. All right, Congressman Raul Ruiz announcing he's going to host an economic roundtable discussion tomorrow afternoon with leaders from the chambers of commerce around the 25th district. The discussion will cover local business challenges and opportunities within the region, featuring notable insight from other prominent speakers. The roundtable will be held at Congressman Ruiz's Palm Desert District office, and NBC Palm Springs will be there to cover it.
It was the first day back to school for Palm Springs Unified School District. Our digital reporter Thalia Hayden caught up with teachers, students, and parents in Desert Hot Springs.
Let's go down. Let's go.
It is definitely an exciting day here at Two Bunch Palms Elementary School in Desert Hot Springs as students head back to the classroom.
It's so nice to see the kids after a few months and have the staff back on campus when you're here during the summer. It's lonely.
What's your favorite thing about going back to school?
Learning and having fun with my friends.
Oh, you're so cute. And Mom, how do you feel?
I feel happy. She's happy, so I am happy. This is my 13 years as a teacher.
What do you notice most about the students on the first day? Are they wild? Are they?
They are excited. They are nervous as well, but mostly tired, mostly sleepy.
Really?
Yes, okay. Yes. So by Thursday, they start waking up.
I think, it's hot. They've been used to sleeping in and being in front of a TV and being inside. So just getting them back in the routine by what the teachers' expectations are, what our routines at school. They do a really good job of remembering from year to year. It's usually the TK and kindergarten, the new students that, how do we teach them those routines?
She's going to kindergarten and I'm going to 5th grade.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
First day of kindergarten. Do you have friends here yet, or you have your big sister to protect you, right?
Yeah.
After a few days, they're back in routine and ready to go.
In Desert Hot Springs, I'm Thalia Hayden for NBC Palm Springs.
All right, our thanks to Thalia for that this evening. If you are looking to give back to some students this school year, Coachella Valley Rescue Mission and Staples both working together to help. This Saturday, August 9th, from 9 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon, Staples Palm Desert and Staples La Quinta will host the drive, which is a back-to-school drive, supporting local students with the essentials they need to succeed. Teachers, don't miss out. You're going to get 20% off with the Staples app and a free surprise gift while supplies last. There'll be giveaways, local vendors, and a chance to network with educators and community leaders. So come on out, donate, and make a difference.
Some news across the country tonight. The Justice Department is planning to ask the Supreme Court to quickly rule on the constitutionality of President Trump's birthright citizenship executive order. That's according to a court-ordered update today on the challenge to that order. Last month, a federal appeals court upheld the judge's ruling that blocked implementation of the order nationwide. The filing comes as another federal appeals court ruled Trump's executive order seeking to end birthright citizenship is unlawful. Under the 14th Amendment, babies born in the U.S. are granted citizenship regardless of the nationality of their parents. If the Supreme Court takes up the case next term, a ruling could come down mid-2026. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside now. Our Indian Wells Golf Resort camera looking like some blue skies are returning to the valley as that smoky haze starts to clear out just a bit. We'll take a look at your 7-day forecast right after the break, so stay with us.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more.
Welcome back. Before we get into the forecast, we want to show you another update right now from Palm Desert, the base right there of Highway 74. You see some people at the barricade looking like they may be asking some of the Sheriff's Department's questions right now, because we know at 6 o'clock, that's when the homeowners who are in those evacuation warning zones will be able to go up the mountain back to their home if they have the proper identification. So if that is you and you are watching right now, there is a bit of a line forming. If you're in the evacuation order zone at this time, you are not able to return home. So we're tracking that. We'll bring you the latest. We know for everybody standing out there on Highway 74, it is hot right now. We have another live look for you from our Walter Clark Highway 111 camera. Blue skies, though, at least like right now, it doesn't look too windy in Rancho Mirage, which is the good news, I guess, for this fire crews.
Yeah, the winds have not been a concern this week, which is great news. We were talking about those several fires across Southern California. They pick up a little bit in the evening. As far as temperatures right now, as Olivia said, for those that are waiting, it's a hot one out there. Slightly cooler in Anza, again, near that Rosa Fire that we were tracking the last couple of days. 94 degrees there. Winds, Yeah, light at this hour, 7 miles per hour from the west. Humidity at 10%, so very dry conditions. That actually is something that we're tracking that will change as we get into later this week. For us closer to home in Palm Springs, 116 for the high today, and we were very, very close to the record-breaking number from 1995 at 118. We're going to get close to those numbers tomorrow as well. At this hour, 114 in Palm Springs, 111 in Indio. Up in Desert Hot Springs, 106. Overnight tonight, we'll be staying in the 80s. I talked about this yesterday because of these hot conditions. A little bit of that monsoonal flow also moving in. We're not getting a lot of overnight relief. So right now we're in the mid 80s. Even as we get into Thursday and Friday, those overnights could get as warm as the low 90s. So talking about those winds, I mentioned not a lot of change here from what we've been talking about the last couple of weeks. It picks up a little bit in the afternoon, evening hours for those wind-prone areas, breezy for us. Surface moisture is changing, so we're going to see the placement of that high-pressure system for the rest of this week will drop a little bit of moisture. Is it going to bring any rain, any storms? Not likely, 5 to 10% chance of that, but we will see it get a little bit more sticky as we get into Friday and Saturday. Look at those dew points, 55 degrees on Saturday. So, yeah, it's a little sticky out there while we still have those hot conditions. Friday, slightly cooler than Thursday, but not by much. 113 to 117 will keep those winds onshore a little breezy and picking up a little bit in the afternoon, evening hours. The center of that high pressure system moving a little bit south. Here's a look at your Comfort Air 7-day forecast. So hottest day of the week tomorrow at 117. We'll get slightly cooler temperatures, but we are staying above 110 degrees for the foreseeable future.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating. The NBC Palm Springs Sports Desk with Tim O'Brien. Brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
Oh, welcome back. This time next week, we'll be getting ready for kickoff under the Friday night lights. Believe it or not, summer has just come and gone, but beginning Monday, we'll take you around the Coachella Valley and feature the best players and coaches on the gridiron. We've got 14 teams that cover 3 leagues, and it's the final year of the 3 leagues, by the way. We'll have more on that throughout the week, but all playing for a spot in the larger league next season, broken down into 3 divisions. Well, this season will feature 16 non-league games between the Valley schools. Selfishly, that's great. We won't be traveling nearly as much this season. And Coachella Valley Friday Night Lights back and better than ever before. You can join me along with Caitlin Kelly each week as we hear from players and coaches, even go behind the scenes each Friday night before kickoff. The good news this year, all shows will live on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com, under the Friday Night Lights tab, as well as our NBC Palm Springs YouTube page. Coachella Valley Friday Night Lights, sponsored by Toyota the Desert, will be released Saturday mornings on all digital platforms. Looking forward to that this season. And are you the biggest Firebirds fan in the Coachella Valley? Well, Whoever it is has a ton of competition. The Firebirds are looking for the ultimate fan for a chance at a merchandise prize pack with a value of over $400. You can submit your fandom to cvfirebirds.com/ultimate fan. Hundreds of entries already. That runs until October 1st. And that'll do it in sports. I'm Tim O'Brien.
All right, Tim, thanks for that. Turning to some entertainment news this evening. Wednesday, season 2 is out on Netflix, and our Manny the Movie Guy traveled all the way to London to speak with the stars of the series.
Take us back from the very beginning. When you were first making the first season, did you ever think that the show will be universally loved, winning Emmys even?
Well, I tell you what, this is such a generational piece, and stepping into the Tim Burton universe.
Yeah.
And with Al and Miles and their incredible writing ability, and then you throw in Catherine, myself, and Jenna, and the incredible cast, the incredible crew, Colleen Atwood with our costumes.
Yeah.
You know, from top to bottom.
Set design.
We're doing something really special here.
With the cast, head on over to our website. That's NBCPalmSprings.com. We'll be right back.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more.
All right, before we go tonight, 2 new food options coming to the Coachella Valley. They arrive next week. So, hey, we're fans here, always like more food options. Burger Box celebrating a ribbon cutting ceremony. This is Monday, the 11th. That ceremony is on Indio Boulevard, starts at 9 a.m. Burger Box was originally founded in 1945. It had been out here for nearly 8 decades until it closed late last year, but it's back and hopefully keeps that same vintage theme. And then a date is set for the desert's second Chick-fil-A location. This opens really soon. The newest edition opening on Thursday. That's the 14th in La Quinta off Highway 111 and Dune Palms Road. It'll be open from 6:30 in the morning till 10. Of course, not on Sundays. We've got more information on our website on both of those restaurants.
I'm just hungry.
Yeah,
Sounds
burgers,
delicious.
chicken sandwiches.
You name it.
Right in time
Sounds
for
good.
dinner.
Sounds good. All right, that's going to do it for us. Nightly News is next, and we're back here tonight with the latest local headlines at 6 o'clock. We hope to see you then.